Alright. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. Time for week 8, season of the Plunder. Also, as you can see, I have changed emblems again. And I'll be doing that a bunch of times until I finally exhaust all my emblems, because I have a lot of emblems to go through that I actually want to at least use on my characters at least once or so. Characters have changed a little since last time. My warlock looks ridiculous. Mainly it's just that my weapons have changed slightly. Power level. This is week 8, potentially the last story week of Season of Plunder. So I guess we'll see on that. It's the final relic, and potentially other things. Let's see here. Put that on later. I never noticed how that looked. Let me see this. Timeline. Right, I forgot they updated this thing since last time. God, I like the background scenery for Lightfall. It's awesome. I wonder when Lightfall comes out, what is that top area gonna look like? Let's go to the star chart. I guess I'm gonna be my Titan again this time around. My other two characters are not caught up. They're only a little bit behind, so I should have all the characters caught up at least by the end of this week. To be fair, I don't know. Destiny might take a break after this week, depending. Actually, I don't know if it's next week, but at least, like, if it's not next week, then Destiny might take a week break. Because I don't know when Festival of the Lost starts. But I know if it's not next week, then it might take a week break and I might do other games. And I might actually continue. I'm probably going to continue Kiwami too. This week. Even though I said I might take a break from it. I might take a break from it for one day, then go back to it.
I thought I understood.
For random games, though, I'll have to look at a few options. Because we could potentially go back and do,
It's his memory. I've never been to the Black Garden. Zavala seems awfully tired.
Potentially I could, let me fix here. I could start, I could get back into Pixelmon. There's a few things I could do for random games, but, we'll see. For now, let's focus on this week's story. Once I have, stuff set up. 67... Where's my chest at? Okay. I'll equip this because I need to get this weapon to level 10.
Guardian, you were close to securing the last relic of Nezarek, and we near the end of our mission. I have noticed no further communications between Aramis and her crews. I hope this means the worst is behind us. I did find, however, A transmission from Aramis to Eido. It was embedded in an unsecured scribe log. You may have heard it. I do not know what Aramis gains in speaking with Eido. We know the ship stealer only acts to her own benefit. But Eido shuns me. She studies the coordinates of the pirate layers without my assistance. I have never seen her behave this way. I cannot place blame solely on Aramis's influence. My actions pushed Eido away, though I meant only to protect her. She will see that in time. She must. Unless she has already made her choice. We must end this now, before something happens that cannot be undone. Claim the final reliquary and finish this conflict. May the light provide.
I had to fix my mic there, so sorry if you heard the noise of my mic going up and down. You are close to securing the last relic of Nezarec. Through the hologram, and we near the end of our mission. Mithrax has noticed no communications between Aramis and our loyal crews, but he did find a record of a message she sent to Eido, buried in the end of a scribe log. Although Aramis's words were Bennigan, he does not trust her. We may know the ship stealer only we know the ship stealer only acts to her own benefit. Mithrax reveals that Eido is barely speaking to him. She only sits and studies the coordinate patterns of the pirate layers. He has never seen her so immersed in study. I meant only to protect her. She will see that in time she must, unless she has already made her choice. Claim the final reliquary, say that, and finish this conflict. May the light provide. I did get something. Roommate celebrations. Let me check the one thing real fast. In complete exhibition chat where you celebrate with your crewmates using an emote near crewmate at the end of celebrate with you. So I need to do a few things actually. I'm gonna do 2 catch caches. And then of course 1 exhibition because that's would make sense. It just loads. Thank you. Oh yeah. Don't need that anymore. A map that points you in a location hidden trail. Usable once a week. Details overheard by your clever crewmates. Let's try this. Hopefully it's good. First things first. Catch crash. I keep messing that up. Just in case, don't I put on... Actually, I don't think I have anything that can hurt champions, but I'm going to be using this sidearm a lot, just so I can level it up, because one of the challenges is to get weapons to level 10. Three seasonal weapons, and so far this will be 1. And then, I have to figure out how I'm gonna keep doing weapons from last season because I don't have them all crafted yet. So yeah, this week is gonna be interesting. Or maybe I'll just do Yakuza. I don't know. I've been getting back in the Yakuza Kiwami again because I now have the complete mainline Yakuza games on Xbox now, all of them. Well, sort of all of them. Like all the ones that, of course, released on Xbox. 0, Kiwami, Kiwami 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now I have 7, which is Like a Dragon. I had Like a Dragon already. I had it on PlayStation, but now I have it on Xbox, so now I had the complete main series on Xbox. And I will, once I get to it, I will stream it, but I'm going to definitely get some DLC stuff before I stream it, because I am not doing that game without, because I don't want to do the, I'm already grinding enough in this game, I don't need another game to grind it. Like, I don't get to, like, the level ups and stuff for that game. And crafting stuff to make stuff easier. Also, get the legendary outfits. I have the day 1.
Don't let this rabble destroy my cat.
It's not your ship anymore, boss. I already put my scent all over it.
Never mind. Keep it, Guardian.
Like, I have, the Date Ichi thing, so I have, like, those legendary outfits, but I don't have, like, Kiru's main outfit, the gray suit. So, so I'm gonna get that, pack or something. Plus all the other stuff that plus the management bundle, so for that mini game, similar to Clan Creator, I'm gonna have some OP characters to make that make that game mode easier, or make that mini game a little easier to play, so I can get a consistent character for the squad. But that's later. That's okay whenever I get the Like a Dragon. Right now I'm still on Kiwami 2, so it's only due a minute. Especially with 5 with how long it is. I mean, that game might have that game might have more parts, or almost as parts as my Yakuza 0 playthrough. And that's a game I'm definitely not doing all the sub-stories on. Like, I did most of them in Kiwami 1 and 2, but that, some of those sub-stories I'm doing off.
I see you've boarded our attacker's vessel. Perhaps now they'll negotiate.
Negotiate? No wonder House of Judgment went extinct.
If negotiation were a skill you valued, perhaps you wouldn't be a fugitive right now.
Like, what's it called? Like, there's a lot of sub-stories in that game for each character, so I'm gonna do some of them off stream because, some of them off stream because there's gonna be too many, or not too many, but I'm not doing them all. I'm gonna save some of them for sure, but not all of them. Summon up and on treat, you can fight a little bit different. Summon 4. 3 is gonna be a little different as well. 3 I might treat similar to 1 and 2, but we'll see. Let's see. Anyway, back to this. Once I know my plans for this week and next week, you'll of course see it depending on what I stream later this week and next week. And now, let's destroy these, things. The walkers. I just realized I'm using the wrong subclass. Also, I will get the... If anything, I might start Miles after... want me to. That or another game. We'll see. Again, I keep saying that. We'll see, because I have to figure out what the hell I want. There's so many things I want to do. There's a bunch of random games I want to do. Multiplayer games. They're kind of random games in general. And there's a bunch of playthroughs.
These pirates were wise not to store all their treasure on this ship. They're more clever than I expected.
Also, I don't have to rush Halo now. I don't have to rush my Halo playthroughs now because I own Halo Infinite campaign mode. So now, even if my Game Pass runs out, I'll be able to do the campaign. I will be streaming, of course, each week of Festival of Lost. Or why the hell not? Let me switch to the right subclass for this exotic.
You're almost home free, hero. Just the small matter of a large army on deck.
This crew is caught between your light and Aramis's wrath. They will not relent.
How the hell did that person get out there? How did he do that? What? How did two people get out there? What the hell? That's crazy. Somehow two people managed to get outside. I wonder if you have to do 3 emotes or do... I guess we'll see if I can choose it so I get 2 emotes out of the way.
Oh, a human musical tradition. Oh, how interesting.
Alright, one thing to check. There you go. Oh, wow! Huh. I literally just had to do 3 emotes. That's funny. Now I just... Okay. I guess we're going right into the exhibition. Or... I... Probably am always pronouncing that wrong. Expedition? Yeah. Expedition. Also got another one of these. What the hell is this at? What is this? Why? Okay. Easy pattern there. Let's see again. Defeat champions. Expedition time. Let's see what this rumored treasure map is and what it gets me. Hopefully it gets me something good. 8 more red barriers, because I need a lot of red barriers.
those we battled hid their ill-gotten gains here on Earth. Once we dig it up, we should talk about our shares. You are alive, and we tolerate you in this sacred place. That is your share and no more. Our crew servitor answers your call.
Jeez, Mithrax. I guess it kind of makes sense. We are fighting lucent, so fighting high crew makes a bit sense now.
Looks like someone's trying to stop our drill. Get out there and wreck their jammers.
I don't think I ever seen a jammer open.
Our crew servitor answers your call.
Move my sparrow. Oh yeah, there's like a... I think you have to stop at the tower because there's a strange effect. Bungie released a code recently. Or today, I guess. Well, Tuesday, because it's going up on Wednesdays. Get a code, there's like a free code to get. Instead of an emblem this time around, you get a transmat effect, like a rainbow. Because they're, I guess it's coming out month or something? Coming out week or something? Or no, coming out day. Where you can, come out about your, sexuality and stuff. And all that. I am bi. I'm bi-curious, I guess.
Get that treasure
So that's
all on the move.
So, there's mine.
You got a big ball of ether coming to back you up, hero.
Let's see here.
Our ship's servitor will bolster your allies' defenses.
Where's the thing? Oh, the servitor again? Come on, I need the sniper. I need to get the first mate bonus with the sniper.
Our efforts are being halted by remote jammers. How ingenious.
Damn, they made quick work of that. up 3
You got a
weapons to
big
level
ball
10
of
is
ether
gonna be
coming to
a
back
chore
you
for
up,
me.
hero.
At least like for these weapons from seasonal Plunder. I hope they don't make this a seasonal challenge again because God. And I hope they maybe make it easier. Because it not time gate, it stops you from getting like one of the upgrades.
I know a mark when I
And not
see
many
one.
people do the
Bag that
leveling
cabal.
up seasonal weapons. Or not many people that I know of do level up seasonal weapons. As a champion. And it didn't count. Great. Oh, it did count. Okay, it counts for 8%. I wish this was also on this list because I need Vex kills. Powerful Vex kills. I guess glass. I need to find something that gives me powerful Vex. There's not many Vex, like, if you think about all the Vex strikes that we have right now, don't really, have Vex until the very end. Except for Warden or nothing. That's the only one that has, like, Vex before, like, technically a fallen boss.
Your lookout, got it.
Kinda sucks. So I hope next season we do get more Vex-based stuff. Because we haven't dealt with the Vex technically since Season of the Splicer. But technically even then they weren't the main villains. Because Poria is taken, and that was being solid. So we haven't really dealt with a major Vex line in a while. Unless you count, I don't know, the raids. That Morbius rip. Right on it.
So this is the famous Cosmodrome. I knew Guardians were walking corpses, but I didn't expect such a graveyard. Earth suffered the collapse, just as Reed suffered the whirlwind. Such scars never fade. And you trust the Traveler to stand by the humans after it abandoned us?
We trust the light, not the great machine. Whatever its will, our house will stand in solidarity with the humans.
I am curious what's going to happen at Lightfall, because there's so many rumors going around about it, especially with the whole... The Traveler's going to get corrupted and the raid boss is going to be inside it. And if that's the case, that will be very interesting. Also, I don't know what that gave me. It rumored. It really didn't give me much of anything. Besides the same stuff again. Complete the pirate hideout, the lucent brood. Interesting. Oh yeah, I leveled up. The last hideout. No idea what's gonna happen next week, and I don't. If not next week, it's gonna be the week after that. I think Festival of the Lost starts. Is it gonna be a new one or an old one? I actually can't tell.
This layer is swarming with the lucent hive. We must not abandon caution now that our mission comes to a close.
Your presence is not necessary.
Eido, what are you doing here? Are you unharmed?
I will retrieve the last relic myself, without violence. The hive.
Eido! Guardian, find her, please. She is my light.
Oh shit. I actually never heard him this desperate before. This actually might be a shorter one than I thought. Oh wait, we're doing. Oh, okay, we're doing this one back, or the proper way this time around. It's the hatchet one, technically. It's also the one dance party, lost sector from, what's it called? Tingle Shore, but, we're doing it the proper direction this time instead of the other way. I guess some of them we did do then the proper way. So we did them backwards and forwards. Except for the one that, like, is the Mars one, because I don't think you can do that one backwards. Okay, dickhead. That sucked a bit. My guess is this is going to be roughly an hour. And this is probably the shortest one, I think. Because everyone knows how to do touch crash and all that now, and they know how to do it fast, it seems. There is one thing I'm going to probably do extra, because I can. Since this is going to be a short part. Get out of here.
I believe I am close to the relic. When we have it, Aramis Kell will see the futility of her actions.
You risk yourself for her. She will never abandon her ways.
No. You both must face the past. You cannot outrun it. You cannot hide it from me.
Eido, please, forgive me.
Wait, this is a different door. We're going a different way this time around. This is interesting. Instead of the one door that leads downstairs, we're going a different door. Ow. another one. Does he retreat though? Because he doesn't look like he's retreating. Line up. Boom. Bacon. Oh, hi, buddy. Didn't think I'd see you here. Do I not have, like, solar or something arc resistance on? Load faster, please. Load faster. Arc and solar. My resistance is decent, so I don't know why I'm taking as much damage as I am. That saved my ass. I am not even though. Ow. Ow, ow. That was a perfect shot. Shit! Damn it. Yeah, throwing it. That was almost bad. Very bad. There we go. Damn it, that was shitty. Secure the moths though, so I guess it's not all bad. I'm patient with this one. Nice try, dickhead. Where'd you go? Get the hell out of here.
No! The door is sealed! Father!
Eido!
She has a raid weapon, by the way. She has the raid sword that you get from Deepstone Crypt. That's kind of funny that she has that. This is really badass too. He's lucky he has that horn.
She protected me.
Oh shit. Ooh. Hey, that's creative. That's kind of creative. That's cool though. The horns on him protected him.
Stop!
Do it. Show your daughter who you really are. She could have had everything.
And she's able to still use stasis, even though she got frozen before. Does he now just have Does he just now have that sword now? That was badass. I'm sorry I talked over it, but like that was too cool not to talk over it. That was really awesome. Like, he proved he's a better fighter than her. So Aramis is still alive here. That's interesting to think about because if you really think about it, that means she's potentially going to be in Lightfall or the next season. Pinch, glass, and stride. How's this thing looking? That's about to be done. This is gonna take longer than I thought. And then I still need a lot of those. Yeah, that was kind of cool. That was pretty cool. Props to the people that choreographed that fight in mocap. It's crazy that I'm only 3 away. Or not 3 away, but you know what I mean. In the 70s. That was a really good cutscene for a season. They actually had a pretty cool, badass fight there. I'll stop by the thing before I stop by the star chart. I'll stop by the, what's it called? The relic. And the tower. Because I need to grab that stuff.
So,
let me get this straight. Mithrax has Aramis at the end of his sword, and then nothing? I mean, nothing? Huh. I thought that guy still had some mean in him. Guess I was wrong. I was right about you, though. Gotta hand it to you, kid. You did a hell of a job out there. Drove Aramis off, stopped whatever plan the witness had, and brought home all the pieces of Nezarec. Not bad at all. Mithrax and Eido have the relics now. Don't know what those things can actually do, but if anyone can figure it out, it'd be them. Hope it's something good. Yep, nothing for you to do now but lay back in that big old pile of pirate treasure you got. You deserve it. And don't worry about giving me my cut, Captain. It just felt nice to be a good guy again. Trust.
I mean, Eris would know what those relics could do. Also, I like how they said they have the relics, even though they're back in the helm. Also, it's interesting, what can those relics do all together now that they're all together? Mithrax has Aramis at the end of his sword, and then nothing? Hologram of Drifter Quince as you tell him of Mithrax's battle against Aramis. I thought that guy still had some meat in him. Guess I was wrong. It just says he has to give you credit. You did a hell of a job out there. Drove Aramis off, stopped whatever plan the witness had, and brought home all the pieces of Nezarec. I am curious what's going to happen to Aramis now. Not bad at all. I wonder if you go back up to the top and patrol, will her body still be there? Well, I know you can't go all the way up there, but you know what I mean. He seems confident Mithrax and Eido can figure out some way to harness the power of the relics of Nezarec, but until they do, there's nothing to do but enjoy your your well-earned riches. And don't worry about giving me my cut, Captain. It just felt nice to be a good guy again. Trust. Also, he got a ship out of this. He got a catch out of this. Can't talk to that yet. They're still working on that for some reason. You would think there'd be like a cutscene in the bar again. Kinda wish there were.
What catches your eye?
Spire awaits behind an array of engrams. This is the end of my stash. Nothing left to give after this batch. Choose carefully. As Spire watches you draw yet another powerful weapon from the offered engrams, he chuckles. Hard to argue with luck like that. One thing I've learned through all this, the Guardians are a safe bet. And with that, he said, gruffly, readjusting in his chair, I believe I've dutifully I can't pronounce that right for some reason. Distributed all the gear entrusted to me by the Vanguard. So now I must ask you, with all possible kindness and expectancy, I don't know if I said that right. To get out of my bar. Technically, it's not your bar. So these were from the Vanguard, huh? You want to try to blame them? You can tell Eido is smiling when she contacts you over the radio. No attempts at energy jamming today, Guardian. Either Spider finally found his faith in the Guardians, or he realized opposing you is more trouble than it's worth. Either outcome is quite positive. Wouldn't you agree?
Again, I greet you in the light. Not as my enemy, but as my savior. You protected me from the lucent hive. Without your intervention, I would have died at their hands. I thank you. I was terrified. Not only of the hive, but of you. When you arrived, I thought it was to follow through on your threat. Then you turned and raised your blade against my assailants. But that same blade would have taken the life of my father if you'd had the advantage. I am not afraid of what you are, but I am afraid of what you do. The whirlwind led to you. It led to my father, but it led to me as well. We can see a future for the Elixni beyond the pain of the whirlwind, but you think you can't be a part of it. I do not believe that. My father spared you because he saw that you could turn from a path he had once followed. I see this also. I know the futility of this, but I will say it regardless. There is a place for you here. We need not be enemies. Come home, Aramis. May the light provide.
That's interesting. That's very interesting that she says this. It's interesting that she says that. Because where is that gonna lead? Who knows? Will Aramis join our side? Who knows? I have a bad feeling if they do try to have her join our side, she's gonna be killed by the witness. Because she is nowhere to be seen in Lightfall so far. To be fair, that would spoil this season if she was in the trailer, but you know what I mean. Stop here, the tower, then stop at the helm. Deep site resonance extraction can award patterns and resonant materials. Patterns unlocked. The ability to shape a new weapon using resonant materials for customization and fine-tuning. Only problem, I already shaped these weapons. So I'll do that off stream. Actually, screw it. I might as well I haven't used them since I craft them, so it's fine. Can't use that though. I'm wasting materials a little bit, but do I have this crafted? Making sure I don't make a mistake here. Okay, I got an idea for this. There we go. Of course, this is going to be lore reading.
Perhaps a barter is warranted.
Stick as many missiles in it as you like. It's still a flying bus. Calling it. Time for a break.
that we've collected all the relics, Mizraxkel and I believe that we could harness their power. To what end, we're still uncertain. While I believe in our abilities, I am concerned about the potential side effects such a process could have. An ancient dirge I discovered described something called the Curse of Nezarec, which is rumored to drain the life of the user. Of course, I don't give credence to such superstition. Dark Age humans were comically ignorant. Still, I would rather not take the risk. My father disagrees. I suspect he wishes to redeem himself for his past wrongs, and in that, I cannot dissuade him. We will continue searching for a method to unlock the relics. Until then, the light provides.
Only that one's very unique, and then, like, it's literally another jar-looking one. Let's see, which one am I grabbing? Let's see here. Okay, the console went dark, message had ended, Aramis knew. Aramis knew that there would not be another. Come home, Aramis. Oh, so she did hear Eido. Interesting. Aramis closes her eyes. The words settled into the Kell's thoughts. They were heavy, sharp. She felt herself bleed with them. She had begged for death in the moment that Mizrax's blades were at her throat, and his mercy was a deeper wound than any. It was reopened now by the kindness of a child. Aramis remembered her home. Her home was Reese, devastated by the Great Machine. Her home was in Anthrace, her mate, sleeping in a ship long since departed from the system. Her home was her hatchlings at her mate's side. Aramis remembered watching them grow and molt, how they had chittered their delight and looked at her with their wide, luminous eyes. She would give her house to see those eyes again, but the brightness she had seen in Eido's eyes was a wide, blinding terror, not only of the hive, of her. Come home, Aramis. Aramis lived, she lived, and knew what the Elixir had lost. The dream of a new Reese was delicate and beautiful. Aramis had held it in her hands. Close to her chest for so long, she knew now that she had smothered it. In all her violence and all the death that followed her, she had curled her hands into fists. Sec. The dream of a new Reese would have died. The dream of a new Reese would have died with Eido, if she had been left to the hive and their putrid light. But Eido did not know Reese, and neither did her father. They could look beyond. They could look beyond that loss. They could look beyond that loss. Come home, Aramis. Aramis knew she would never see anything but terror in another's eyes. Aramis knew that the Elixir would find a new home with Eido. Aramis knew there was no place for her in it. This is, interesting. One sec. This is interesting. It sounds like Aramis feels bad. Aramis feels like there's no place left for her. She sees hope in Eido, but not in herself, because I think she has realized her mistakes. In all honesty, I don't know who Aramis has killed, and if it's anyone we know. But I feel like I have a feeling Aramis will get killed, but I don't think it's gonna be by us. It's probably gonna be by the witness. And I have a feeling it's gonna be a sacrifice type death. Like, she's gonna sacrifice herself to protect Eido. It's never mentioned what happened to her. Like, I'm guessing her wife and her hatchlings are dead, but it's never mentioned what happened to them. But yeah, I honestly hope. This is clearly not the last time we're going to see Aramis, but I hope maybe we'll see her. We're probably going to see her again in a good way, but I don't know if she's going to live. I have a bad feeling she's not. Now for the last part of this. We had discovered a ship full of human usurpers? Usurpers? I don't know how to say that. Hiding behind one of the moons of a dusty red world they called Mars. Generations of survivors cowering on a derelict colony ship since the Great Machine failed them. Civics, Rackus, and I led the raid party that boarded their vessel. The humans were malnourished and pitiful, yet they still tried to fight us. The battle was short and brutal. I watched Rackus rip a officer's arm out of the socket and throw them to the floor. Jesus. He was so strong back then, we all were, and he's now very weak. Our growing ether shares were intoxicating, as was the bloodlust of unrestricted violence. Bacchus was massive, even then, stronger than all of us. One of the human champions, if they could be called such, challenged Rackus. The rest of us stood by as he tore the human's limbs off. Jesus, one by one. Jesus! And then crushed what was left of the champion's head between his hands. Other humans threw down their arms and begged for their lives, and those who did not fight, noble. But for those who did not fight, noble but foolish. I correlate, or correlate the survivors into an airlock. Oh God. I can see where this is going. Crowd. The survivors into an airlock and sealed them inside. Bacchus and Civics disagreed with me on how we should handle them. Bacchus suggested that they would be more valuable in servitude rather than be given to the cold dark. Oh my God. Imagine it, he asked of me. You usurpers wearing the sigil of our house, doing our bidding for us. Civics seemed amused by this notion. Usurpers. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Serving us, said with delight. We could steal back the Great Machine's favor by taking from them their identity. Oh, hi. One sec. I didn't even notice you were here. Give me one moment. I'm refreshing my manager because it's buffering a lot for some reason. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm near the end, and I'm just reading the lore books right now. But thanks for tuning in. Even if it's for a little bit. Not buffering, please. Okay. Okay. Rackus reached for the airlock controls, and I struck his hand away. He looked at me with confusion and attempted again, disrespecting my leadership in front of the others. I knew I had to do something. Without hesitation, I evacuated the airlock into space. Killing our captive, the brothers, angered, fought back. I held honor to my aspirations. I am having so much trouble right now freaking pronouncing words. I don't know why. Aspirations? Strength above all, I butchered half the dregs loyal to Raucous and Civics, then turned my blades on the brothers. In spite of their struggle, they ended the battle at my feet. Half of their followers dead and the others huddled in fear. My mother was fluent in the language of violence, but I was eloquent. I marooned Raucous and Civics on an asteroid for their final punishment, along with their surviving crew, and left them with a night and my mother's lesson. When your crew questions your leadership, you make examples of them. I returned to our catch, towing the derelict colony ship, and when I told my mother what had become of Raucous and Civics, I expected her to approve, but instead I saw something haunted in her eyes. I thought she was ashamed of me, of what I had done, but I was only following her example. I was victorious, and yet in victory I felt emptier than in any failure. It was not until much later that I realized the truth. My mother was not ashamed of me. She was ashamed of herself. I wonder how Civics got away. Spider said he was picked up by someone. How did Civics manage to get out? I never saw what Civics looked like in the raid. I never completed Scourge of the Past. So I might look up what he looks like in that raid. I only know the giant freaking like robot thing. Or robot boss. I don't know what he looks like in that raid. But yeah, he's dead, and Spider is now sits in a chair, fat, and doesn't fight really anymore. And Mithrax is now a kill of the House of Light. He's ashamed of his past. And has a daughter. And yeah, I think Aramis does have a home in the city. Even after everything she's done. She hasn't killed anyone major, so you can't really, so there's nothing like, it's not like she's that bad compared to how Crow or Aldrin was to Crow. But I hope there's a revelation to this. Either we see her do something good, even though it might end in her death, or who knows, she might actually become a good guy and join the House of Light. Who knows, because then I don't know how many of House Salvation will end up being on our side, though. And I don't know what's going to happen to House of Dusk. Because technically there's not many Fallen left in terms of, there's Aramis's group, the crews, which are technically part of Aramis. Which is House Salvation. House of Dusk, and House of Light. So I'm curious about that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'll be back of course, Thursday and Saturday. I don't think I'm doing anything on those days, so I'll be back then. Probably will be continuing Yakuza Kiwami 2, but next week I have no idea what's going to happen in terms of if there's going to be an epilogue or we're going right into Festival of Lost. If not, then next week might be a full Yakuza week. Don't know yet. We'll see when we get there. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. This will be